Good morning, children, and welcome to all of you in online classes. Dear students, we are doing revision for academic performance evaluation, which will be started from 9th July 2020. Dear students, three chapters will come in your coming test. Chapter 1 and poem 1 in Hornbill and chapter 1 in snapshots. Dear students, in previous videos we revised chapter 1, the portrait of a lady, written by Khushwant Singh, and today we are going to discuss and revise the first poem of Hornbill book, and the name of poem is A Photograph. This particular poem, A Photograph, has been composed by one of the renowned poetess of English literature, or her name is Shirley Tolson. This great poetess was born on 20th May 1924 in UK, and she contributed a lot in the field of literature. Or ultimately she died on 23rd September 2018. This great poetess worked as a writer, poet, politician, and journalist. This particular poem, A Photograph, is a loving tribute given by poetess Shirley Tolson to her mother, who is no more today, who is not alive. And dear students, through this poem, the poet has tried to give homage and tribute to her mother, who is not alive nowadays. I want to tell you that there are three stanzas of this poem, and in first stanza, poet expresses her feeling. She tells her experience, she tells her opinion. Or in second stanza, poet's mother expresses her feeling. Whatever was the feeling of poet's mother when she was alive, that is given in the second stanza. Or the third stanza is after her death. Dear students, I want to tell you that in first stanza, the poetess Shirley Tolson, she describes after seeing the photograph which was pasted on the cardboard. Or here poetess says, after seeing the old photograph of her mother, childhood photograph of her mother, she says that her mother got opportunity to enjoy her holidays at seashore on beach with her two cousin sisters. Or at that time her mother was 12 years old. Her mother, poet's mother, and in age of 12 years, in her childhood, with two cousin sisters, went to seashore to enjoy their holidays. or they were accompanied by uncle of poet's mother. Poet's mother's uncle of poet's mother, when he clicked many photographs when they were enjoying their holidays. Or poet says when they were standing in sea water, where the water was not very deep, or they were enjoying at that time, and their hairs covered their faces, or they were looking through their hairs, or in that situation when they were enjoying their holidays and standing in that sea water, in that situation the photograph was clicked by uncle. One more thing I want to tell you, dear students, that they went to enjoy their holidays in very casual dress. Or one important thing poet wants to highlight, that the sea which was washing their feet, there is no change in the sea, because sea is immortal, sea is permanent. But poet says with the passage of time there was a lot of change seen in the physical appearance of poetess mother as well as her cousin sister. Poet also tries to highlight the confluence of mortality and immortality, permanent and temporary. Here sea symbolizes to permanent, and that feet is transitory, temporary. So how immortal thing is meeting to a mortal thing, how that permanent sea, unchanged sea is meeting and touching the transitory feet, that confluence has been also described in the first stanza. In second stanza, dear students, poet says that when or that first stanza is before her birth. First stanza in the poem is before the birth of poet, or second stanza is after the birth of poet, means after the marriage of poet's mother. Or in second stanza, mother is expressing her feeling, or she says, dear students, what she says, after seeing that old photograph which was clicked in her childhood when she was 12 years old, after 20-30 years when she observed, when she looked that photograph, mother smiles. Mother smiles and she remembers her childhood days, that how they were casually dressed, how her cousin sister Betty and Dolly, they went with her mother to enjoy their holidays at seashore, how they were standing in sea water, how the photo was clicked. All these things here in second stanza, mother is remembering and she is smiling. Or poet means daughter of that lady, means poet, she is observing the smile of her mother. She is observing, and with the passage of time, after some time, mother is no more. Or poet further says that childhood days were the past of mother. Now the smile which she observed, which she saw on the face of mother, that was the past of poet. Means that childhood cannot be returned, and the same way poet could not get, poetess Shirley Tolson could not get opportunity to see again the smile on the face of her mother. Both are disappointed. Both wry. It is given. Both wry with the labored age of loss. Both are emotional and sad. That photograph has been also faded with the passage of time. And poet is also able to bear the loss. Understood? As her mother was no more. So both are disappointed and sad. This is given in the second stanza. Or in third stanza, poet says that now mother is no more. She died before 12 years. Or she died as many years as before, as the girl was looking and standing in the sea water. Means when mother was 12 years old, she was looking like that. So mother died before 12 years. Understood? But here is given, but in this circumstance, in this situation of death of mother, here poet is unable to say anything. There is nothing to say at all. Poet is unable to say. It is a silence. Poet says that it is the silence that silences everybody. Because death makes silent to everybody, and it has made silent to the poetess also. Now she is not in position to say anything. So it is all about poem. Dear students, I want to tell you about the poetic device which has been used in the poem. The first poetic first line is stood still to smile. Here repetition of yes sound. Stood yes, still yes, and smile yes. Alliteration. One more line, terribly transit feet, terribly tea, transit tea. Alliteration poetic device. Silence silences. Repetition of yes sound. Silence yes, silences yes. Alliteration. Labored is, two opposite words, labored and ease. So oxymoron poetic device. And the cardboard shows me how it was. To that it means here cardboard has personified, represented as described as a human being. So here personification. So these are the poetic device which has been used in this poem, or through this poem poetess has tried to give the tribute to her mother, to her mother who is not alive now. Understood? So this is all about this poem. Dear students, you will read the poem thoroughly and line by line. One question or two questions will surely come in your test from this poem in your coming exam. So revise well, practice well, and I hope you will do well also in your exam. Thank you, dear students.